Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. It's so good to be with you here on Insight Timer and of course YouTube as well. Here live with you today on such a beautiful and interesting day. So interesting, my microphone's even. All excited. It's very excited to be with you today. Tell me where you're joining us from in the chat. I'm Charleene. It's so good to be with you. Hi, Violet. Good morning from New York. How are you, my friend? You changed your avatar. Unless it's a different Violet. It might be a different Violet. There's another Violet from New York who also uses purple hearts. Good morning, Steve. Nice to see you. Good morning, Geraldine. Steve's joining us from San Francisco. Good early morning to you, my friend. Geraldine from Washington, Broome, Washington. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Lori. Nice to see you. Lori's from Wisconsin. Oh, the bulls are happy today. Violet, it is you. Okay, good. I like it. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, Sandy from Oregon. Oh, Violet, it's a picture of you at your friend's wedding. Well, it's a beautiful picture. I love that. So pretty. Good morning, Stephanie from New York City. Geraldine, you're in Australia. Yeah, it's even better. I was going to say, Western Australia makes more sense. I was like, Washington? Broome, Washington? It's Friday. Good to see you, Geraldine. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Hi, Dee. You're joining us from York in the UK. Hope you're having a great day so far. Hi, Johnny Skywalker over on YouTube. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for laughing at me. I appreciate it. I don't mean at, but, with me. Listen, if you can't laugh with yourself, who can you laugh with? Suzanne, good morning from Salt Lake City. Good morning, good morning. Well, the bulls are already starting to kind of suggest where they'd like to go today. So if you weren't aware, today is a full moon. And we're in Taurus season, which is very exciting. My mama is a Taurus. Her birthday is tomorrow. Very excited to celebrate with her. And all of our other Taurian friends as well. Whew. Interesting. So this note is a D, and it connects us to our second chakra, which really connects us to the tangibility of life. It's where we create from. There's a childlike effervescence to this second energy center, but it's also a point of our sexual creation as well. It's a very Venusian kind of energy, which Venus rules Taurus. So it's funny, we're talking about being in Taurus, and this bull's like, hello. This is how we roll with all of these bulls. So this full moon that we're experiencing, a full moon happens, it also always happens in the opposite sign that our sun is in, which is how we get the opposition. So it means that our full moon today is in Scorpio. Not only is it a full moon, it's also a lunar eclipse. And it's on this Taurus-Scorpio axis. We've been having eclipses on since November of 2021. That we'll keep having these eclipses coming up until October of 2023. Apparently the answers are right here. So we're in this point, we're in this eclipse season where there's a lot that comes up. And the difference between a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse, a solar eclipse affects more on a physical level. So we feel it, we feel invigorated, we want to go and manifest and create things or make things happen, change things in a certain way. Whereas a lunar eclipse really deals with us on the inside. It's more the emotional state. It deals with our emotional bodies. And so this day that we are in, this energy that we're dancing through, has a very distinctive rhythm to it. There's a lot of other things happening in the sky right now too. We're seeing that we're in Mercury retrograde, so Mercury's playing a part of this. Mercury and Uranus are working together, how they're sitting in the sky, impacting this lunar eclipse and full moon situation in Scorpio. And Uranus and Mercury, when they come together, they encourage us to really talk about and explore honest communication with ourselves of greatest transformation that we can manifest for ourselves. Listen, you can't change the world if we don't change this world, right? So They're speaking up, they're popping up. You've got Mars who's saying, yes, let's bring some fire and make this happen. So you have all these extra energies that are coming in and really connecting us to this dance that we're finding in Scorpio. And we know that Scorpio rules these really deep, it's the underworld, it's the shadow side. It's the depth of the waters that otherwise we sometimes don't want or are a little fearful to explore, dive deep into. But it's in those places, the hidden places, where greatest growth for our energetic potential lie. And you're never going to find them unless we dive. But what I like about today's energy is that there seems to be this really beautiful dancing balance, how everything's coalescing together in the sky, Scorpio and Taurus itself in general, coming together. And, you may find the continuation of things that you've been working on since the last eclipse in April, even the eclipse a year ago. So there's much that keeps coming to the surface, and we have all of these really great helpers: Uranus, Mars for inspiration and passion, Mercury for communication, Uranus because things should transform, because why remain the same? They're all showing up to say, hey, you've got this and we've got you, let's do this. So I encourage you today. Today's a day, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, while we feel the strong effects of the full moon, to really dive deep into some of these, what we might perceive the shadow sides of ourselves. Grow. Go for it. Do it. You're safe. The universe has got your back always. So that's kind of what's going on. And I see so many other wonderful people coming in as well. Let me say, hi, Chessie. Good morning, Chessie. Good to see you, my friend. Suzanne, you said your birthday is Sunday? So cool. Happy almost birthday. Yay. See, Violet agrees. Hi, Carmina. You like my shirt? Do I have one for each sign? I do, except Leo. I managed to procure one for all the signs except Leo. Still on the hunt for that one. Good morning, Dee. Oh, it's my pleasure for sharing some of that. There's so much information around us, and I think sometimes when we can break things down and figure out, oh, that's why I'm feeling this way. So I find that the stars are sometimes a very, very helpful guide map, providing these guideposts as we progress in this life. The bowls are extra singy today. Chucky, wow, you just went into landscape. The flowers, the bowls are beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, Jeremy does a great job with that. We have a slightly different setup today and something, we usually change it up pretty often, so you never know what you're going to get. Try to be appropriate with what's going on in the season, at least where we are, in the Northern Hemisphere. Good morning, Bill. Nice to see you. Hello, my friend. Peace to you. Speaking of, hi, City. Peace and rich rising. Good morning. Hi, Bright. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. I have this very odd laugh today. Good morning, Liz. Liz joins us from Toronto, Canada. You're hoping that wherever you are in the world, that you're having a good morning, evening, afternoon. What a beautiful wish for all of our friends. Thanks for wishing that, Liz. And that you're enjoying the live event. You're feeling very happy and grateful for experiencing another live. And spending time with all of us. Yay! We love that you're here, Liz. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence and your sentiments as well. They are kicking today. Feel this Mars energy coming up in this E bowl, connecting us to our third chakra. Chucky, you said it sounds amazing in headphones. Yes, it does. Thanks for sharing that. So a lot of times when we listen in headphones, and depending on what kind of headphones too we use, it even gets a trippier aural experience. We start to get some of the binaural beating of the sounds that I'm actually feeling sitting here as well too. So you may notice, I feel like somebody's wondering about this, you may notice that there's different directions that I'll spin on the bowl. Sometimes it'll be clockwise, sometimes it'll be counterclockwise. Each of these spins have different properties. So a clockwise spin in this time-space reality brings matter, brings subtlety into the space of matter. So it gathers density. One could say that that creates life. It moves us in the direction towards life, what we perceive as life here. Counterclockwise does just the opposite. It moves us from a place of density towards a place of spirit. It transforms us from matter into the subtle realm. So some could associate that with a death of sorts in this lifetime. But all of life is transformation. I mean, that's what we're experiencing today. It's a transformation of each moment, each of these tiny aspects that we hold within ourselves, that we identify with, that we create and call our reality. Because what is our definition of ourselves? Who are we really? But that which we believe ourselves to be. So it's this dance between clockwise, counterclockwise, subtle, dense to subtle. And that space, that movement in between is where we create the harmony of life. I hear somebody asking, well, how do you know which way to go, clockwise or counterclockwise? Sometimes the bowls tell me. Sometimes the bowls will not speak one way. They want you to progress the opposite. Sometimes they become more powerful moving one way and softer moving another way. They too dance. And if this is your first time here, let me just say welcome. So what's in front of you are 13 chromatically tuned crystal singing bowls. These bowls are made out of 99.99% quartz crystal. Crystal is highly conductive of electricity. It's what, in many ways, runs the world. Computers, computer chips, your watch, if you still wear a watch. It's because they conduct electricity via the piezoelectric effect effortlessly. It's what they're made to do. So because these bowls are very sensitive to the energy around them, they pick up what's going on in the air. They pick up what's going on, the vibe. And remember, you're an electrical being as well. So your vibe is informing what the bowls are suggesting that we do. And today, because we're connecting with this idea of transformation, we have light being shown on deeper, darker shadow sides. We have the opportunity to shine a brighter light, to direct that light inward. We're really connecting into this energy so we can sit into it and expand. So if you have a grounding practice, I invite you now to go ahead and begin grounding, whatever that means for you. If you don't have a grounding practice, I suggest you may want to try thinking, imagining, or feeling. And remember, the more that we can feel something in our body, the more real and connected to it we're able to be, and thus it becomes. So think, imagine, or feel a beautiful golden cord of light that begins at the base of your spine. If you can do this in a seated or a standing position, that's great. It's a little bit easier to ground when you're seated as opposed to laying down. When we lay down, we just want to conk out. And that's okay. If that's what your body needs today, you do you. But if you'd like to take a more active approach to this transforming sound bath, from a seated position, think, imagine, or feel a beautiful golden cord of light that descends from the base of your spine, your perineum area, that first energy center, descends all the way down through the ground. This golden light connects all the way down into the very core of the earth. Keep going. Keep going. Drop it down a little further. Good, and once it's there, wrap it around that very center part of the earth. Knowing that this is a safe and connected way and place for you to be. In this way, you can release all the energy in your centers, in your physical bodies or any of your energy bodies that no longer serve. You may begin to notice some subtle shifts already in your body. As soon as we ground, we begin to connect more deeply. So I invite you now to direct your attention to any point in your body that is feeling tense. You might be feeling physically tight or in pain. You might not have any sensation, but your mind directs you to a very specific point or organ or location in your physical system. That's fine. Allow that point, that confluence of energy, to begin to release, relax, open, dissolve. And you may like to gently invite this dissolution to happen down through that grounding cord, that golden light, all the way down into the core of the earth. Just allowing this energy to release. Noticing what emotions may come up. Tension in our body is always a telltale sign of something we are trying to communicate with ourselves. From a point of honest love, what can you ascertain? What can you figure out? What comes to you that this tension or this perspective is bringing you? Just let those answers float by. You don't need to do anything with them other than see them, recognize. think you might be able to. Then let it go. Good. When we give ourselves opportunities to release, we have more space in which to receive. From the releasing that you've already begun doing, consciously and unconsciously, let's move now to a place of receiving. I invite you to think, imagine, or feel a beautiful golden sun sitting directly out in front of you. It's radiant, it's warm, it's cooling all at the same time. It emanates from a point of wholeness. It feels like the very center of the universe, your very core of existence. Just picture this sun directly in front of you. Now, begin to invite that golden light into your heart space. This fourth chakra, or fourth energy center, the anahata. Anahata means the unstruck sound. Bringing in this gold into your heart. Now, as you're experiencing this gold beginning to dance in your heart space, watch as it pulses out through the rest of your body into other areas that are ready to receive its brilliant light. This is an unending source of radiance. This golden sun, you can bring in as much of its energy, of its flow, of its vibration as you want. You get to decide. Breathing in its essence, directing its essence wherever it needs to flow in any of your bodies. deep breath in and hold. Hold that breath. Hold it. And only when you're ready, let it go. One thing that this full moon and lunar eclipse really illuminates is the understanding that transformation really only occurs when we actively allow it. Now, sometimes transformation will chase us down in a more aggressive type of manner and teach us the lessons that we are so desperately asking to learn in this lifetime, information we're looking to bring in ways that might not be quite as comfortable as if we had initiated the education ourselves in a more direct manner. And that's okay. Sometimes we need the universe to point us, nudge us, guide us in a direction that allows us to expand into our higher self, our truer capability. But we also have the opportunity to be proactive, to use the energy that's flowing around us at all times, whether we're aware of it or not, much like Wi-Fi. To use energy to re-enliven, to reimagine, to re-invoke the power, the strength of who you are, of who I am. We can make these choices every day. So under the light of this full moon, let's begin to direct this energy that's around us, saying, hey, dive deep, figure it out, let it go. There'll be more to figure out, more to let go, but just start and see what we can allow, what place we can come to personal expansion, knowing that we're surrounded in love. This whole life, it's but a dream. So let's float a little bit in this watery sign of Scorpio. And then let's begin to dive deep into your psyche. And I'm not going to guide this. I'm going to allow the bowls to lead us, where we just float in these waters. We familiarize ourselves with this watery world of our emotional insides. And then you, in your own time, see if you can't dive a little deeper. A little deeper. See what pearls, what insights you can begin to connect to and understand. Even if you don't understand in this moment, find the pearl and then bring it back to the light. begin to bring your attention back to the surface. Come back, coming back, bringing with you whatever pearls, insights, or inspirations you found from below in your inner waters. You may have a very distinct feel of an experience, an understanding, an insight, a nugget. You may just have a feeling. You might have just enjoyed the ride. Any and all, and so many more possibilities are all good. Going ahead, taking a deep breath in and holding that air, allowing that air to circulate through your body. And as you release, redirect your attention to that golden sun that's been floating so beautifully in front of you this time. You may want to gently sip some of that sweet nectar into your space, into your physical body or any of your energy bodies. Just allow that golden goodness to come in and infiltrate every nook and cranny that would benefit you in this moment. Do what you need to do to refuel after your deep dive. Here is a beautiful poem by Alice Perry Johnson. Tomorrow the drums will beat, and I will dance my last dance as a child. The beating drums will sound here, and the echoes will reach Nimba. My footsteps will echo on the hollow ground and keep time with the drums. My body will be washed, and the white chalk will run down and sink into the earth with my footsteps. And the drums will beat, and we will all dance. Being a child is over, and I must start the dance of womanhood while the drums beat out my life. all of life has its own rhythm, its own pulsations. It's up to us to dance. There's no wrong steps. There's just different steps. The trick is choosing to dance. Take a deep breath in and hold, hold, hold. Now let it go. I invite you now to bring your attention towards your first energy center. It's at the base of your spine. It's in that hip bowl, the pelvic region. I'd like for you, we're going to do a little different today. Do it a little differently. Think, imagine, or feel a beautiful red, a scarlet color. Bringing this scarlet color into that first energy center that's there in the base of your spine, by where your perineum is. Just allowing this red to infiltrate the entire area. Feeling that red fill your physical body. And as it does so, it trickles out into all of your energy bodies as well. What does red feel like to you? Experience that. Good. Well done locking into that energy, that feeling. Now keep this red energy. Keep feeling that, keep experiencing that in your first energy center. And now let's shift up to your second energy center and keep feeling that same red. Bringing that red into your second chakra here behind your navel. Now, as you're feeling that red in the second and the first, in the area of the second here behind your belly button, think, imagine, or feel a different shade of red. Find a different shade of red right now that feels good to you and invite it into that second energy center. Good, good, good. Beautiful. So you have two colors moving through that center. Now, in addition to those two reds, add a splash of orange. Good. Good. It's a different sensation, isn't it? Wonderful. So good. Now, still feeling that red in your first and that base. Feeling those two reds, your two different reds, and the orange in your second. You might feel a little tension on the bladder if you add a lot of orange. You may just want to back it down a touch if the bladder starts to get excited. Back down the orange just a little bit. Move your attention now to your third energy center here in your solar plexus area, right where my hand is. If you can see. There you go. And here, we're going to bring in a red Find a red that feels good to you. A little bit of orange. And now add some yellow. And a hint of blue, like a royal blue. Good, good. Find your balance of those colors. Good. There's no right or wrong balance for you in this moment. Your body is unique. Excellent. If you want a little more oomph and will, and movement, bring in more orange. If you need a more lightness or steadiness or happiness, bring in a little more yellow. Beautiful. Now let's shift our attention up to our fourth energy center here in our heart. Let's bring in gold and rose gold. Lots of red happening. Remember, red is a very dense color. So we have red happening in that first energy center, the experience of red. We have two reds happening in that second energy center along with orange. In the third energy center, we bring up those colors and we also introduce yellow and a little bit of blue. And in this fourth center, finding now, good, this golden haze and this light red or a pink, a rose gold. How does this feel in your space? Finding the balancing. Allowing your attention now to shift up into the fifth energy center here in your throat. Thinking, imagining, or feeling a brilliant violet color, a soft purple, a purpley haze. Also inviting in a gentle blue. Good. If you feel like you'd like a little more balance, bring in gold. Good. Now shifting this same purple up into our third eye or our sixth center here, the Ajna Chakra, the very center of your head. And expanding it out beyond that sixth energy center to fill the entire cave that's in the center part of our head. So we're going to be touching both the pituitary, the pineal, and what in some ancient traditions has been called the cave of Brahman. It's this little cave that sits in the middle of our brain. Subtle cave. And with this effervescent purpling tone that will then just gently shift up to the crown of our head, introducing a lighter tone. So you're bringing in a little bit more whiteness into this purple, this soft purple, and gold. Just let that float. now just allow your attention to shift right outside of your physical body to your 8th energy center, right above your head, experiencing this golden hue. You can also bring in an opalescent color, a rainbow color. It's a rainbow white light, connecting you to all colors that you can experience in this body and colors that we don't even have the current apparatus to see. Good. Take a deep breath in and hold. Keep holding. Now gently let it go. Gently begin to come back to this time space. You might want to wiggle your fingers and your nose and your toes. Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How are you doing? How are you? Share with me some of your experiences. I'd love to hear. Eclipses are an interesting time. They always offer us the opportunity to make some significant shifts, but we're not always ready for those shifts, right? And that's okay. And other times we are so gung-ho, we're like, I am tired of this drama, let's just cut to the chase and figure out how to make transformation happen. And sometimes it's very much just as easy as that. Other times it's not quite that simple. But it's always about that journey, the path that we take, and the choice to show up and do the work. Congratulations for showing up and doing the work today. There's no scale or grade of the amount of work that's done. Who's to say that planting a seed isn't more potent than trimming a tree? So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this work today, this transformation. Just watching you all dance through it, dive into it, shift and saunter and sway. At least that's what the bowls were showing me that you were doing. Well done. Well done. High five. Woo. All right, Jeremy, take me there. So, I don't know if y'all know, some of you probably know this, I've said this before, but a lot of times whenever new chats come in the comment, the comment shifts down to the latest chat. So when I get behind, which is frequently, Jeremy has to keep shifting us back up. So this is what frequently happens. So, oh goodness. So Chucky, where are you? Because you're saying it's autumn. Where are you located, my friend? But what part of Australia? Jeremy's like, Australia. Thanks, honey. That's cool. I love these conversations. Thank you so much for connecting. What a beautiful, beautiful community. You're so gracious with each other. Yeah. All these wonderful conversations. Yeah, a traditional watch, Chucky, you're right, with the piezoelectric effect. Yeah, and Jeremy, Delani, you'd said about the watch conducting electricity. Yeah. Jeremy, I think you had answered that too. Liz, Suzanne, yay. I love how everybody's so connecting. Yay. Wonderful conversations. Hi, Melissa. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here, Melissa. Hi, Hi, Nathan. Hi, how are you, my friend? It's nice to see you. Nathan joins us, or at least he has been in the past, from Utah, so I hope you are doing well. Jen, you see so many beautiful souls here right now. Yes, love this. Your beautiful love and light and transformation in the most positive ways, I'm sure, is received by all. Thanks for being so kind. Hi, Jane. Nice to see you. Hi, Jeanette. Nice to see you as well. I'm glad you're here. Look at all the hugs and emojis. Y'all know that's my fave. Liz. Hi, Ruth Ann. Oh, and Charlotte. Oh, my goodness. So glad we were all here today. Yes, Laura. Nice to see you. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for letting me catch up. Hi, Serkan. Serkan joins us from Istanbul. Oh, it's 5 o'clock in the evening there, so it's about 6 o'clock there now, huh? Oh, perfect. I hope you've had a great day. Ruth Ann, you said it was amazing and powerful. Oh, good. I'm so glad that was good for you. It's nice to see you, Ruth Ann. Well, thank you for showing up and doing the work. The Bulls were happy to see you. You helped make all these wonderful sounds happen, so I appreciate your presence. Sarah, wow. In the middle of the session, you felt the need to grab your shamanic drum and just playing it along with the singing bowls. Yes, I love that. You went deep into your meditation and suddenly you share that beautiful poem with the drums. It was all magical. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. Magic is happening all the time. Amen. Thank you so much. Of course, of course. And for everyone being here with so much beautiful energy. You're right. We are surrounded by such incredible energy. And I love how you picked up your drum. Exactly. Because like I said, there is the rhythm of your life is so unique and so potent when we can connect to that in our own individuals ways. It's amazing. You know, society tells us, oh no, this should be the rhythm, this should be the rhythm, this should be the rhythm, this is a dance you should dance, and this is what the dance is cool, this is what the cool kids are doing. And apparently they say it just like that too. But we're sucked into what is right. The reality is that your rhythm can't be more perfectly defined than how you choose to dance it, than how you choose to express it. I love that. So thank you, Sarah, for expressing that. And thank you for sharing it. And it is all magic. I love this idea that magic is nothing, basically, magic will one day science will prove. Boy, I'm really messing this up. But anyway, magic is just that. It's only magical until science comes along and is like, oh, that's how you do it. But until we get there, it's still magic. But the reality is that there's nothing woo-woo about magic. Science is just trying to catch up. It's really interesting being in both of these worlds and watching that unfold firsthand. That's why we have to have the art, we have to have the creativity, we have to have the subtle energy come forth, because that's actually what directs the logical, linear thinking mind that actually limits us to this time-space dimensional reality. We need the expansion of the magic, of the mystery, of the miracle. So thanks for miraculously drumming, Sarah. I'm sharing that. I love it. Jeanette, oh, hi, yay! Oh, so good. Connections, bright. Much love, Charlene. Oh, much love to you as well. The bowls were very mystical and deep today. Yeah, they were picking up that Scorpio vibe. You feel more balanced than earlier. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. You love the mixture of colors in each chakra. Very nice. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll have to talk more about this in the future, but one of the things I'm exploring is that, so in traditional Western understanding, we always think of the Roy G. Biv, or red, orange, yellow, etc., up to violet, explanation and connection of the quality of scale of each of these sounds, the connection of that, oh, this is an F bowl, this connects to the heart, that connects to green. Well, the color spectrum that's been assigned in this Roy G. Biv perspective is actually a very Western thought. It doesn't date back to the Vedic understanding. It doesn't date back to anything other than it just kind of caught fire, and that's how we connect to these different chakras. But if we actually look at the qualities of each of the colors from a vibrational radiesthesia perspective, each of these chakras, they act very differently. There's a lot of red happening in the lower part of the body because we're physical beings. That makes a lot of sense, right? Just as more of the violets and blues that are happening in the upper parts. the heart actually experiences, it resonates with very little green tone. You can bring in green as a healing color, but that doesn't necessarily mean that your heart is green. Your heart actually resonates with this gorgeous golden tone, this quality of a golden tone, which is a mixture of other colors. And this is a very long conversation, but so I'm starting to explore that with you. It's based in French radiesthesia, also the work of Dr. Abraham Karim with biogeometry. So there's a lot to explore that will, in the upcoming sessions later this month when we're back, that we'll be diving into. So it's a lot of fun. The great thing is you can't do any of this wrong. You know, there are many ways to climb this mountain of life. So it's fun to explore them with you. But I'm glad that was good for you. Thanks for sharing that, Bright. Jeanette, so much grounding today. Yes, much gratitude. And to you as well, my friend. I find that in these waters of Scorpio, and remember, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the lord of the underworld. So we have this underworld effect, but we're also in this water sign. If it can get kind of dark and it's easy to get lost sometimes. But just always remember to go towards the light. Unless we want to deep dive and we want to go to the shadow and then pull it back and take it to the light. It's always this constant ebb and flow, right? Just like we were talking about at the beginning. The clockwise towards life, the counterclockwise towards death. Every moment are these subtle little transformations that actually ultimately takes us to that large final reality of our rebirth, our physical rebirth as well. The more we can get clear with being able to coexist with this birth, death, vibration that is this life, suddenly it will make that journey a lot smoother. So I think we can't really appreciate living until we understand what it is to die. Die to ourselves, die to others, then we live. So, but that was just my thought. So, Jeanette, I'm so glad that you feel much grounded. Maggie, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness, your energy exchange there. Thank you so much, Maggie. Ruth Ann, thank you very much. It was magical. Good, yay! It's my pleasure. My pleasure to be here with you. Laura, I can listen to you an hour more. Oh, cool, good. Yeah, the bowls, they are amazing. They really are. They help us connect to ourselves in a beautiful way. Jeanette, Charlene, you're such a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. That's very kind of you. I appreciate your kind words. Laura. Night, Chucky. Liz. Yay, Sirkin. Yes. City, gratitude always. Oh, it's so good to be with you. Thanks for being here. Thank you for holding this space as well, City. We appreciate you. Much love to you as well. Hi, Lisa Nanda. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you are well. And remember, no worries that you just popped in. Well, if you ever want to hit the replay, whether it's now or later today or whenever, you can always pop over to our YouTube channel. You can find that on the teacher's page on Insight Timer. Go to our teacher's page, find on our website. And then if you go to live streams, it'll actually probably pop up on the website, but it'll also direct you to our YouTube channel and all of our friends over on YouTube and the live stream there too. So hopefully that could be some help. We always like to make sure that if you missed any of it or want to go back and revisit, it's there. So, yay. Manda. Oh, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate that. How long have I been practicing this? Well, I have been a musician since the age of 2. I read music before I could read words. So music is the air that I breathe. And I've studied classical Western music all of my life for over decades. I won't say how many decades, but many decades. At least 20 decades, not really, but obviously a very long time. Also the Eastern esoterical sciences. Studied that for many years. Actually, I'm a certified yoga instructor, even though that was just something I did for personal edification, and meditation instructor as well. A primordial sound meditation and the 7 spiritual laws of yoga. I'm actually working on my doctorate in natural medicine, with the sound, working specifically on frequency and sound as methods of healing, and really deep diving into that from a classical Western perspective. My first career, I was a professional violinist, so I love all things music and quantum. My poor husband. who, by the way, he runs the show. So thank you, Jeremy. He always does such a great idea keeping us in a creative space and on track. So I appreciate that. But thank you for asking. Laura and Sarah, yay, Julia, beautiful. Oh, it's so good to be with you. I'm so glad you were here. Nice to see you, Julia. Yay. Laura, you said it was powerful and grounding. Good, yeah. That's the vibe happening right now. So I'm so glad you're able to tap into that. Thank you for being here, Laura. It's always good to see you, my friend. Big hug to you. Michelle, thank you so much for your generous donation. I appreciate that energy exchange. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Lisa Nanda. Lisa, you're just lying in bed listening to your favorite sound teacher. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, no, you're not feeling well. Oh, well, Lisa, we are sending you all of our love and our strong intention of healing and the return to your perfect wholeness, which you're already there. We're just working through some other things till we're able to reactivate that memory of wholeness. And it may take a couple of weeks. It may take a couple of seconds. It doesn't really matter. Whatever that journey is for you, we support you and we hold that space with you, and we're sending you so much love and positive healing. You've got this. Oh, yay. Love it. Oh, Sirkin, thanks so much for being here, brother. We love you, dude. Yeah, I do. I call people dudes. It's just a thing. Liz, to everyone in the community here, you wish us all peace. Love those. Love, music, dancing, singing, love, laughter, loving kindness, and being playful in your life. Amen and amen. Alam, amin, amen. We receive that and we reflect it back to all. Yay, and Lori's emojis are holding that up. I love that. Oh, Lori, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be able to share the information that continues to come into my life and cycle it through. I appreciate your kindness with that. I spent so many years in a practice room and connecting to and understanding, from a classical understanding, music and what that actually means. And then I started obviously doing a lot more performances where you're able to really see firsthand from an audience perspective of what is that connecting to, what is that the person who's receiving the music. Because when you play, it can be about you, it can be about the artist, but it can also be about the listener. Those are two very distinct paths, and really understanding what those two dances are and how to dance those two perspectives. And both are right, both are necessary. And then adding the more subtle connections to all. It's a pleasure to be able to do that. I feel very, very, very blessed. So I appreciate you saying that, Lori. Lisa Nanda. Hey, Liz, Farmer's Market at the Brickswork is open tomorrow. If you're not sick in bed, you're going, good. I love that. You should do that. Get some edible flowers for me. We've been trying to find edible flowers for my mom's birthday. I'm kidding. We found some, thank goodness, this morning, right before the live. Farmer's Market sounds amazing. I hope it's a great time for y'all. Perfect. Well, Manda, thank you so much for your kindness. I appreciate your words. It's very, very nice. And I have to say, I'm impressed by everyone's awesomeness who is here. Listen, we're all just traveling. We're all going home. That's all what this is, right? This life. It's how we get there. What are you going to dance? What are you not going to dance? You're going to saunter? You're going to sway? You're going to skip? You're going to run? You're going to tango? There's so many ways to do it. I'm kind of into the cha-cha, but a good waltz is also good too. Sometimes you need all of the above, right? Sometimes you just need to sit and allow and feel. So wherever you are today and under this full moon of transformation, I trust and I pray and I claim that you'll receive the information that you're actively, or not so aware of maybe, reaching out for and asking the universe to bring you, because it's in this information where we find our greatest capability of you. So until we see each other again, be well. Know I am sending you my love and light. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this wonderful community. We send all of our best birthday wishes to all of our birthday friends that are happening this week, including my mama tomorrow. Suzanne, I think, is on Sunday. I know we have some other ones coming up as well. We're sending all of our love and healing light to any and everyone who needs it, including Lisa and everyone else, whether you stated it or not. Just receive and feel this love coming towards you. And until I see you again, be well. Satnam, friends. I love you.